Understandably so. Like, we hear all these stories about AI replacing jobs, and it's hard not to feel a little uneasy.
Of course. But the interesting thing is, a lot of the experts in these materials seem to agree that AI won't necessarily replace jobs entirely so much as transform them. It's more about humans and AI figuring out how to work together, each playing to their strengths.
So less about robots taking over and more about humans and AI becoming like coworkers. I can get behind that.
Right. It's a more optimistic way of looking at it. But I think it's important to be realistic too. Even if AI doesn't completely replace humans in the workplace, which I think is an open question, it will definitely change things. Like, we're going to need different skills. We'll have to be much more comfortable with change and adapting to new technologies.
And who even knows what new jobs AI will create? Like jobs that we can't even imagine right now because this technology doesn't even exist yet.
Exactly. That's why this whole thing about lifelong learning, being adaptable, it's not just some buzzword. It's going to be essential in this new world we're moving into.
Adaptability, that's a good word for it. It does feel like things are moving so fast with AI that it's not even enough to learn new things. You have to constantly be relearning them.
100%. What's in demand today might be obsolete tomorrow, which is, a bit overwhelming when you think about it. But it's also why I think it's so important to have these conversations now, to really be thoughtful and proactive about how we approach this whole AI thing. And not just from a technological standpoint, but from a human one too.
It is a lot to think about.
Yeah.
But I think that's part of why I find this whole AI thing so fascinating. It's forcing us to really examine not just what we're capable of doing with technology, but what we should be doing with it.
100%.